السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه من اتبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Okay, inshallah, we begin with another surah. Today we're going to do Surah Al-Masad. The main rule that we're also going to be singing here in this surah is going to be the same rule that we talked about before, which is the qalqala rule, okay, which is the vibration rule that we spoke about last time. As you see here, all the endings of all of these ayahs end with one of the letters, and that's what one of the letters of qalqala, which is qutub jad, one of the letters, and qaf, ta, ba, jim, and or dal. Okay, one of these letters you see here, all of the endings of all the ayahs are ending with one of these letters, and that's why we're gonna vibrate these ayahs. Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. Okay. Now let's take a look here. There is a shadda here, ba with the shadda. Remember, shadda means double ba. So there is a ba with a sukoon and a ba with a fatha. So how we say that? Tabba, tabba, tabba. Okay. Now this ba fatha, and ta sukoon, how do we say that? Bat, bat, bat. We cut it short. So tabbat. They see that? Double bas and a ta. Tabbat. Tabbat. Don't say tabat. Some people say tabat. No. Tabbat. If you say tabat, you took one ba out. So it's supposed to be what? Tabbat. Okay. Yada. 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 All right, here there's a stretch here. Now, how long is this med here for us? This is about this is a 3-second med, a 3-second stretch, a med followed by a hamza in a different word. This is a med that's going to be a 3-second med. Yada abi, yada abi. Okay. Abi here is a 1-second stretch. Aba kasra anaya. That's a stretch of 1 second. Abi, abi, abi. Okay. Lahabin watab. Okay, notice here that the two kasras are gray. Okay, why? Because we're supposed to be merging these two together, and the two kasras are going to be subtle. They're not going to be there. Okay, they're not going to be there, and we're going to do the gunna from the nose, and we're going to stretch for 1 second. That's why you find this to be green over here. Okay, so lahabiu, lahabiu. لهبوا 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 لهبوا. Okay, here ba shadda, and okay, so here this one is a little tricky here. So you see this ba with the shadda, there is actually two bas here, ba sukoon plus another ba with a fatha, but we're not going to write this fatha, we're not going to read this fatha because it's at the end of the ayah. And at the end of the ayah, you pause. So the fatha has gone. So this is essentially two bas with the sukoon. Okay? That's why we stay at it. Watab, watab, watab. Okay? Tabbat yada abi lahabi watab. Tabbat yada abi lahabi watab. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. Okay, double bas. That's why we are giving it a little bit of a stretch there. Okay, next one here. There is a meme, fatha, and a alif. Now this alif here, again, this is an alif med. You see here the med and a squiggly line. Okay, followed by a hamza. Again, it's the same rule as this one here. How long is that stretch? Med followed by hamza in a different word is a 3-second med. Okay, so we say what? Ma aghna, ma aghna. Okay, we're stretching for 3 seconds. Okay, now hamza, fatha, and ghain. This is to be cut short. Agh, agh, أغ. You see that? Cutting short. This here, stretch for 1 second. Na, na, أغنى, أغنى, أغنى. Cutting short and 1 second. Okay. Here be cutting short also. عن, 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 عنه, عنه. Okay. Look at this one here. A stretch of 1 second also. Ma, ma. Okay. Another stretch of 1 second. Luhu, luhu, maluhu, maluhu. Now don't say malahu, malahu. No, maluhu, maluhu. Okay, now there is a mistake that almost everybody who memorizes the surah tend to do, which is what? They say malahu, malahu. They tend to be saying it like that. Ma lahu. Is it a fatha here? Ma la? No, it's ma lu, not ma la. So make sure if you are saying it like that to fix it. Maluhu, maluhu. Okay. Wama. Again, fatha and alif. This is a 1 second stretch. Wama, wama. Okay. Kasaba, kasaba. Why we're saying it like that? Because we're not going to say this fatha. We're going to just say the ba, and that's one of the letters that we vibrate, the qalqala letters. So kasaba, kasaba. Let's read the whole thing. ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب. Moving on to the next one here. Yas, cutting short. Okay, let's read the whole ayah first, then we go through the bits and pieces. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. Okay, yas, 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 yas. Make sure you're making the sad heavy. Okay, yas. Okay. Here, 1 second stretch. La, la, yas, la. Okay. Na, 1 second stretch. Run, na, run, na, run. Okay. Again, this alif here is completely nothing. We said if there is any alif or waw or ya coming after a 2 fathas, a 2 kasras, and 2 dhammas, completely disregarded as nothing. Okay. Now notice here this is green because we're supposed to do a ghunna from the nose and stretch for 1 second. Okay. Naran dhata, naran dhata, naran dhata. Hope you hear that. So it has to be done this way. Okay. Lahab, lahab. Don't say lahab. Lahab, not lahab. Lahab, lahab. You notice my lips, my mouth moving. Okay, up and down. Okay, there is a flex happening here. Okay. Sayas, la, sayas, sayas. Make sure you're circling lips, making the sad heavy. Okay. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. Okay. Continue. وامرأته حمالة الحطب وامرأته حمالة الحطب. Okay. So this one here, wem, wem. We're gonna skip the alif. Remember, this alif is nothing for us if there is a word after it. Okay, wem. Even though the wow is a letter, but it's actually a whole word. It's an and. It's a whole word by itself. Okay, wem ra'atuhu, wem. Okay, cut it short. All right. Make sure you're saying the hamza. People eat hamzas a lot. Okay, disregarding the hamzas or saying it like ayn. Wamra'atuhu, wamra'atuhu. وامرأته وامرأته not وامرأة وامرأته. Make sure you're saying the hamza. وامرأة وامرأته. Okay. Now tuhu here has a 1 second stretch. وامرأته 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 1 second stretch. Ham. That's why this is green. That's a 1 second stretch with a ghunna from the nose. Okay. حمّا حمّا. There is also a 1 second stretch in the alif. You see the alif right here. Okay, and how many memes here? 2 memes. حمّا حمّا حمّالة. Okay, and this ta is gonna take jump right to the lam. Why? Because we said if this alif here, we're gonna skip it. It has a small sad. We're gonna skip it. There's a word before it. حمالة حمالة حمالة. Don't say حمالة 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 الحطب حمالة الحطب. No. حمالة الحطب. See the gunna that we're making here? Okay. حطب حطب. Okay, let's say the whole thing. وامرأته حمالة الحطب وامرأته حمالة الحطب وامرأته حمالة الحطب. Next one here. في. This is a 1 second stretch in the في. G, also a 1 second stretch. Let's read the whole ayah once first and then we can go through bits and pieces. في جيدها حبل من مسد في جيدها حبل من مسد. في and G. Okay. Now ha 1 second stretch. Okay, so 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay. فسد جيدها جيدها جيدها. I didn't say جيدها جيدها. 1 second stretch. Okay. Okay. حبة. Don't say حبل. حبل من مسد. People say that. حبل من مسد. That's wrong. It's supposed to be حبل. حبة. حبل. حبل. حبل من. حبل من. Okay. حبل من. All right. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening over here. Okay. Notice that the two dhammas here, they're gonna fade away with the meme. Okay. حبل من. حبل. حبل. We're not saying the two dhammas. Right, we're jumping straight to the meme. حبل. Okay. Notice the next one over here. We're also jumping this noon. Why is that? This noon sukoon followed by a meme. Okay, same rule. It's the same rule between these two. Okay. حبل mim. 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 I'm not saying min masad. حبل min masad. No. حبل mim masad. Mim masad. So I'm saying this letter, and this letter only. Okay. No noon and no two dhammas. حبل من مسد. And there's a ghunna here, a 1 second stretch here, a 1 second stretch here. Make sure you're doing all of them. حبل من مسد. You see that? 1 second, 1 second, then move on. حبل من مسد. مسد. Again, here, over here, قلقلة, vibration. Okay. مسد. Let's read it together. في جيدها حبل من مسد. في جيدها حبل من مسد. في جيدها حبل من مسد. Alright, inshallah, we pause here and we continue with the next surah next time, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت